Welcome to Builder Information Systems Video Learning Center. This tutorial will cover the Select for Payment process. The Select for Payment process is used to specify which invoices to pay en masse in the next AP check run by placing them on the prepayment list. To access the screen, click the Select for Payment link in the white area of the My Desktop Accounts Payable module, or scroll to Select for Payment in the Transactions menu. When the screen appears, note the two tabs. The Select screen is used to filter which invoices to pay, apply the amount you wish to pay on each invoice, and then place them on the prepayment list to be paid en masse with the AP check process. Also note, as with all master record and transaction screens, clicking on the hyperlink will access the corresponding master record, or right-clicking the hyperlink will allow you access to related areas and reports in the program if needed. The fields and checkboxes immediately below the check date in the upper left are used to define the criteria for filtering invoices to pay. Any or all fields may be utilized to define the filtering that will occur when you press the Select button in the upper right. First, begin by entering the check date. This is the date to be printed on the check. Note, at this point, clicking Select will bring in all open invoices at this time. Entering a job number will bring in all open invoices for that specific job when pressing the Select button. Likewise, leaving job number blank and entering a vendor ID will bring in only open invoices for that specific vendor. Entering a job number and a vendor ID will narrow the invoices to only that vendor on that job, and so on. Combining the fields and checkbox options will define the extent of the filtering. Using only the vendor ID and invoice number will bring up a specific invoice if it is open. Due date, select only invoices subject to discount, pay retention, and exclude invoices already applied to prepayment list. All may be used to filter invoices. Special note, exclude invoices already applied to prepayment list is especially convenient to have checked after initiating the process to ensure that you do not inadvertently remove invoices from the prepayment list. I'll provide more on this later. Optionally, providing an amount in the payment field prior to pressing the Select button will automatically disperse the amount down the Amount to Pay column in the list of invoices that appear on the Select screen when the Select button is pressed. The payment amount may be subsequently changed and reapplied by again pressing the Select button. Also, the amount to pay amounts may be entered manually or modified manually, which will in turn provide a prompt and then adjust the payment amount at the upper left. Note, the Pay All option provides all the invoices on the Select screen with the full open amount in the amount to pay, excluding retention if retention is being held back. Once the amounts to pay are to your satisfaction, press Apply to List. A prompt will appear asking, do you want to apply the selected invoices to the prepayment list? Press OK. A second prompt will confirm the number of invoices added, modified, or removed from the prepayment list. Now selecting the Prepayment List tab will show all the invoices currently applied to the list and the amounts to pay in the event that the Print AP check process were to be completed at this time. Note that invoices may be individually removed from the prepayment list using the Delete Line icon in the upper right area of the menu bar or by the Ctrl-J keyboard command. Also note that for your convenience, the column positions on both the Select screen and the prepayment list may be rearranged by left-clicking on the column header, holding down the left mouse button, and dragging to the desired column position. Also, additional information like invoice date, due date, and status will display in the footer area when the cursor is on that invoice. As mentioned earlier, the Exclude Invoices already applied to the prepayment list is especially convenient to have checked after initiating the process to ensure that you do not inadvertently remove invoices from the prepayment list. That is, if you have any invoices appearing on the select screen with a zero amount and they are already on the prepayment list, pressing Apply to List effectively applies the zero amount against the invoices and removes them from the prepayment list. The total cash required field in the lower right displays the ongoing amount applied to the prepayment list. When you're ready to process the AP checks, close the Select for Payment screen and proceed to the Print AP Check screen to print the checks and to post the transactions. Note the prepayment list may be printed or saved as an export report prior to posting the AP checks.